Hey guys, and welcome back to Mad About Skin. If you're new to our channel, welcome. Here at Mad About Skin, we're passionate about helping you to get the most out of your skincare. So if you haven't already, now's a fantastic time to click that link below, subscribe to the channel, ring the notification bell, and you won't miss out on any of our amazing future content. Now, in today's video, guys, we're going to be doing another one of our full brand reviews. In this series, we take a whole skincare brand. We look at the best and the worst, the good and the bad, the pros and the cons, and I deliver it to you so you know which products to buy from each line and which to just avoid completely. In the past, we've talked about the Ink List, we've looked at The Ordinary, we've done Mario Badescu, we've looked at some Clinique. We have done some really big brands, and today is the turn of Dermalogica. This is a brand, a cosmeceutical brand that has been around for decades, and I think just kind of gets missed. You go into the department store, there's loads of these big brands shouting at you. There's loads of the indie upstarts like The Ordinary screaming to be bought, and then there's just Dermalogica sat there in the corner, same packaging for years, and just hasn't really changed that much. However, there are some fantastic products that sit within this line. There are also some total duds. So we're going to get into it and give Dermalogica the shout out and the respect I think it deserves, but also shout out some of those products that I just don't think are worth the money. As always, my opinion, I'd love to know in the comments below. Let me know, is this a brand that you buy? Have I missed any of their gold standard products? Do you totally agree with some, agree or disagree with some of my findings? Sound off in the comments below, and hopefully give this video a thumbs up if at the end you really like this review. So let's just get started. I always like to start on the positives and with the pros. For me, one of the biggest pros of this whole line is the effectiveness and their focus on active ingredients. So many companies are just all about the packaging, the smell, the overall experience, and not about what the product actually delivers. There are very few products within this whole line which don't have an active ingredient which forms the basis of the whole ethos of that product, which I think is so important, because active ingredients are going to give you the results you want. Without them, really, you're just wasting your money. So I love the fact it's all based around active ingredients. I also love that they're 100% cruelty free. That is so fantastic to find, particularly in one of these big established brands. Often they have in the past relied on animal testing and just carried that through. Not with Dermalogica. You're buying a cruelty free brand, which I think is absolutely fantastic. So starting with the good, and what I think is their standout best product, and that is their daily microfoliant. I'm going to leave an image of it there. You guys have heard me talk about this before. This is probably the product you've heard most about from this brand. It's one of their best sellers, and deservedly so. It's an enzyme and salicylic acid based cleansing powder. I love powders in skincare. Yes, they're a bit messy, but because they're anhydrous, that there's less chance of oxidation and there's less chance of that degradation of the ingredient in there. So if you can buy a powder, you're actually getting a guaranteed supercharged strength, because often when you add water to a product, it allows bacteria and things to breed, which often means you have to have more preservatives in the product to counter that, which a lot of people don't like, but also it can cause oxidization and a degradation of quality over time. So it's absolutely fantastic if you can find a product in a powder form. This is it. You mix it in the palm of your hand with some water and you lightly apply it to the face. It's got a gentle scrubbing action. So I usually steer clear of manual exfoliations because of the potential for damage and disruption to the skin, but it's so minor in this. If you like that feeling of a slight graininess to your exfoliant, this would be the perfect compromise solution for you. It's got salicylic acid in there, so it's going to really help to break down some of the excess oil in the skin, but it is also suitable for all skin types, which I like because the concentrations aren't super high in this. It's enzyme based, which means it's going to be eating away at those bonds which are holding the dead skin cells onto the glowing skin beneath, which is going to give you a really great exfoliation, light and gentle enough that you can do it every single day. For those of you that like daily exfoliation, I love this product. Ding, 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 straight off the bat, I think this is a fantastic, game-changing, brilliant product. It's been around for years, and why more people haven't cottoned onto it, I don't know. If you were going to try one product from Dermalogica, this should be it. Straight after your cleanse, apply this. You could even do it in the shower, to be honest, because you just need that water, that 20-minute second application on skin, and you are good to go. I love this product. We are off to a flying start. Second, in terms of the products I love from them, is their daily intensive moisture balance cream. Now, They've got a lot of moisturisers in their line, and it's quite hard to tell the difference between each one. I kind of think some of the products are a bit lazy in this line, where one moisturiser kind of blends into another, and you run the risk of buying more than one or buying the wrong one. I'm not sold on their moisturisers line, with the exception of this. Their Intensive Moisture Balance Cream is just beautiful. It's got an antioxidant shield, so it provides an antioxidant shield on the skin, which is really great. It's packed full of white tea, which has flavonoids in, which we absolutely love, and other just fantastic antioxidants, which are really going to help support the skin against oxidative stress and the free radicals that you pick up during the day. I love this. On top of that, it is super hydrating. I wouldn't say this is suitable for people with oily or acneic skin. It's non-comedogenic, but I still think it'd be too thick for you to enjoy it. But anybody from the normal through to the dry could use this and really benefit from the level of hydration you get. I love it. It's not as occlusive as, say, like the Embryolisse cream, which is just like wearing a mask. It definitely lets your skin breathe, which I think is important, and it's just a really nice lightweight. Here in the UK, it's been scorching hot for days and days and days, and you don't want a heavy, thick, occlusive moisturiser. So I think this is a really good hydrating and semi-occlusive moisturiser for people with dry skin who don't want that super exclusivity every single day, if that makes sense. I really like this product. It's quite niche. I don't know any other product out there which has a similar texture and hydrating at the same time. I really love this. Absolutely ding, ding, ding. This is a 10 out of 10 product for the right person. If you're oily or acneic like me, walk on, not for you. But for everybody else, I think you could really benefit from this hydration. For daily use, if you're dry, in the winter, if you're normal or combination, your skin will love you for this. Fantastic product. Now we're moving on to one of their really active ingredients, and that is their Biolumin Vitamin C Serum. I love this. I like serums that are multi-purpose. I don't want just a serum which, because you end up having like 6 or 7 serums. If you just have a serum which delivers one thing, you end up with quite a few in your routine. So if you want to cut back on that, see if you can combine a couple of your serums. So this is the combination of a vitamin C serum and a hydrating serum. I love this. Not only has it got a peptide-packed powerhouse formulation, it's also got really great levels of vitamin C in, so you're getting that brightening, you're also getting that collagen boosting and moisturising at the same time. So if you use this product, you could really do away with your, say, your hyaluronic acid and your vitamin C and combine it in this one product. So you're cutting out having to buy 2 products, and you're also cutting out one step in your skincare routine. Who doesn't like that? I love this product. It is lightweight, it's non-greasy, it's super hydrating, and it doesn't leave that film on the skin, which you can often get with vitamin C serums, which I absolutely hate. As someone who has oily skin, it's a nightmare if you're left with an oil slick on the skin. This isn't. It dries matte, there's no film, and you can feel that slight tingle in vitamin C. It doesn't have the concentration on there, which I think is a shame, but you get that light tingle, which tells you it's working and it's a reasonably powerful vitamin C. I love this product. If you haven't tried it, it's a shame that obviously everything that's going on at the moment, you're not able to just pop into a department store and try a product on your hand. When we get back to some semblance of normality and you can try before you buy in store, really give this a go on the back of the hand, because this texture is quite unique. It's a bouncy serum, but it's slightly thicker than your watery serums, but it's also not super occlusive that leaves a film. It's a beautiful texture. The formulation is spot on, and if you want a vitamin C that's also hydrating and 2-in-1 serum, this is a really, really good option. Finally, on their top performing star product is their pre-cleanse balm. Now, they call this a pre-cleanse. It's not. It's the first stage in your double cleanse. So if you like a oil, it's a balm to oil to emulsified to water wash off cleanser, if that makes sense. Very similar to the Oat Cleansing Balm by the Incalist, which I have reviewed, so I'll leave you a link to that one up there. Very similar in texture, very similar in how it emulsifies and changes into an oil and emulsifies, and you can wash it off. What I look for in a first cleanse is that there is minimal, if no trace left on the skin. I don't want to have an oil slick film on my skin, which I then have to remove before I can proceed to my next products. Obviously, if it's leaving a film, the products which you follow are going to be less effective because they have to fight through that to get to the skin underneath. This doesn't. This washes off like that. So if you're in the market for a balm cleanser, this could be a really good option for you. Like I say, similar to the Incalist Oat Cleansing Balm, which is cheaper, but the benefit for this is I think it is slightly more hydrating in terms of the oils which are in there. So if you want an oil, if you want a balm cleanse that really does hydrate the skin rather than just simply cleanse, this could be a really good option for you. I don't think you need to spend more money on this, and you could stick with the INKEY List. However, if you're super dry, I think this is definitely worth a look. And for people who are dry and super dry, this could be a standout, star-performing, cruelty-free first step in your skincare routine. I love it. For me, I think I get just the same benefit out of the Oat Cleansing Balm, so I'm not going to upgrade and spend extra money on this, but I can definitely see people that could benefit from it, which is why it's in this list of standout performers. Now, we're going to move on to products which I just think you need to miss, and just either for whatever reason, I'll tell you the reasons I go through them, just aren't worth the money. The first one is their Calm Water Gel. This is, it's a water gel moisturiser. I've already touched upon how I don't really like their moisturisers. I think they're a bit confusing. I think there's too many. I think they're all very similar. This one is totally different in that it is a water gel, so it's super light, barely noticeable on the skin, and it really just didn't do a lot. So this would be, this type of moisturiser is my go-to. As an oily skin type, I really want something light, hydrating, barely there. It just didn't do anything. So my skin was just as dry after as before I used it, so I didn't really see the point of it. Yes, it didn't leave a film. Yes, it was lightweight. But if it's not doing anything, what is the point of the product? I would stick to the Neutrogena Hydro Boost Gel, which is absolutely fantastic. If you want to go bougier than that, Peter Thomas Roth do their, I did a review on that, I'll leave that up there. Do a water cream as well. You don't need this product in your life, and I just didn't see the benefit for the price that they're asking you to pay for it. It's a shame because I like the packaging, I like the ethos behind it, and this will be my go-to moisturiser from this line, but just not worth the money. Save your money and avoid it. Next, for a very similar reason, the Daily Superfoliant. This is similar to the Daily Microfoliant and sort of came afterwards, costs more and does absolutely nothing more. I don't get this. It says it's got a latest anti-pollution technology. What is that? I don't understand. It detoxifies your pores. What is it? We've talked previously on this channel about how detoxifying is a total myth. The only thing that detoxifies you is your liver. It processes the toxins and you can remove it, excrete it from the liver. I don't understand how you're detoxifying using this beyond what you would normally get from the Daily Microfoliant. Stick with the Microfoliant, don't spend the extra money on this. I don't understand what the point of it is. It left me drier than the Microfoliant, and I just didn't enjoy it as a product. The Microfoliant, ding, 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 absolutely love it. This one, wah, 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 save that money. Finally is a product which, let's be honest, I was never going to like because it's an eye cream, and I think all eye creams are a waste of money. But this in particular this is the Stress Positive Eye Lift. Beyond a moisturiser, I don't know what's in there that's supposed to do anything. It's not really going to have a meaningful impact on puffiness, dark circles. It's not going to help with anything really but hydration, and that hydration can just be got by putting your normal moisturiser under your eye. So it costs an awful lot, you get very little product, and I don't really know what it's supposed to be delivering. It's a disappointing and lazy product, and I think it's one of those that's just they brought out because every line has to have an eye cream in it, because there are you out there, and I know you exist, who love an eye cream. That's fine, I just don't think this is that great, and I don't think it's worth your money. Save your money. Now, the keen-eyed amongst you will say, that's not a whole lot of product. That's it. That's the pros, that's the good, and that's the bad. There's not a whole lot of product there, and it's quite a big product line. Yes, and because the rest of it just sits in the middle. It's okay. In the words of Whitney Houston, it's not right, but it's okay. It's just there. For me as a brand, they do have those 4 standout stellar performers which I've highlighted, and they have a few duds. The rest, it's just okay, and I think that's the problem I have with Dermalogica and why they get forgotten about. It's a reasonably priced product. It's not too expensive, but it's also not super cheap. And if you're delivering a very average product at a very average price, you're not going to get the buzz and the viral skincare sensation tag that other companies get. It's just a very average priced brand delivering average results. If you want to like this brand, and trust me, I tried, then I've given you 4 standout performers that you could definitely buy and would definitely bring benefit to your skincare routine. I've given you a few to avoid. But overall, I think the brand is just a bit meh. I think if I was working for Dermalogica, I would sex up the brand a little bit by just introducing a few more active ingredients that people are craving, a few more different types of exfoliator rather than just the microfoliant, because exfoliation is huge at the moment. Tidy up your Tidy up the moisturiser range. Too many, all kind of doing the same thing, just confuses people. And mix up the packaging a little. I know it's plain packaging and people are loving the Inculist, the Ordinary, Paula's Choice. They're all going for that very plain packaging, which people love at the moment. And yet still it's just not capturing people's attention, which I think is a shame. I want to give them huge marks for being cruelty free. I want to give them huge marks for avoiding colourant and fragrance where they can. I think it's great and they still deliver a good product. I really want to shout them out for not having any really terrible products. So there's no damaging products in here. There's no really harsh scrubs like you can get in some. There's no really lazy formulated products. They've clearly spent time and effort to formulate these, which I think is really great. It should be called out. But I think the end result is just a bit average. Overall, I'm going to give the brand a 5/6. I'll give them a 6 out of 10 because they get extra points for being cruelty free and for the quality of the formulations. I'd like to see more of the concentrations on products so we know what we're buying. I just think all companies should be doing that in this day and age. Give the consumer the choice that we all crave. I will give them extra points for not having any real dud products, and they do have 4 standout products which I've called before. So the Daily Microfoliant, the Intensive Moisture Balance, the Biolumin Vitamin C Serum and the Pre-Cleanse Balm. They are fantastic, and if you pass a Dermalogica counter, definitely try those out because they're worth a second look in my opinion. Guys, let me know what you think below. I put a poll out about 3 weeks ago, I think, asking you guys what brands you wanted me to review next, and Dermalogica won hands down, which is why we delivered this review. I don't want anyone to go away thinking this is a bad brand. It's not. It's just a very average brand, and I think that really just shows through in the quality of the products. But I'm open to challenge. Leave me a comment below. Do you love this brand? Am I totally wrong? Have I got the wrong end of the stick? Are there any products I've missed out? Leave me a comment below. I'd love, love, love to hear from you. What would you like this line to add? What are you craving? Do we want an extra facial oil? Do we want more exfoliation choice? Let me know in the comments below. Normally, I would do a giveaway when I do a full brand review. I'm not, because I just don't particularly like enough of this brand to really get into it, which I think is a shame. But I've got a fantastic giveaway coming up in about 2 days time, so look out for that then. You won't miss out, I promise. Guys, hopefully give this video a thumbs up, and wherever you are in the world, I'm sending you huge amounts of love from here in the UK. Stay safe. Bye.